it's Jeff Nerd Show, and today I'm taking a look at Bring Her Back. I'm going to take a look at the trailer, then we're going to talk about the movie.
How did you cope with the athlete being gone?
I didn't. This is my new sister and brother, Oliver. Oliver lost his family just like you guys.
Ugh.
He needs someone to keep in special care. Listen, I've got to tell you a secret. It's about an angel. It's a beautiful angel. It does beautiful things. Listen. Listen.
Stop it!
Listen.
Can't.
Some people believe the spirit stays in the body for months after death. We can bring her back.
So yeah, Bring Her Back. What I love about this movie is, this movie is insane also. There is I never gag watching a horror movie. I very rarely feel like I'm going to puke. This movie had one shot that made me want to puke. Like, actually, it made me, gag a little bit because it was so nasty. But I liked it. This movie is very interesting. I love how they play with the supernatural world building. I love how it's just like, oh no, these regular people just somehow got their hands on some crazy junk, and now they're doing some stuff they shouldn't be doing, and shenanigans ensue. That's just how it typically goes. What else? This movie is called Bring Her Back. But what I like about it is, the main protagonist of, a good chunk of this movie is a teenage boy, and you're really sort of delving into kind of how little people sort of look into the personal traumas of young boys, I think. Everybody is sort of fixated on the protection of little girls, which is fine. I think that's, nobody's hating on that. In the movie, the main guy, he has a blind, basically adopted sister that he loves very much, and he sees as his actual super sister, and they've been together forever. And he does sort of, he's jealous sometimes of, how much people care for her, despite her being kind of capable despite her disability, and don't really pay any attention to him, and maybe sometimes feel like he's the one who can sort of take the abuse whenever they can't do anything to her. And I think that's sort of an interesting thing to play into in this movie, and it's also very dark and very sad, and it does not come to great conclusions by the end. And that's my if I had one complaint about this movie, it is how dark and dour it is. Although I do think it is a step up in filmmaking and also storytelling in the ways of how they sort of piece out information throughout the movie. I do in those aspects think it is better than Talk to Me, but somehow Talk to Me I feel like it's strangely more rewatchable because they're both pretty sickening. But I don't know. I've watched Talk to Me multiple times already. I don't know. There are some scenes I love in Bring Her Back, but like I said, the one that made me gag, I'm like, oh god, that made me gag. And also is very kind of traumatically real thematically. So, I don't know. It's tough. But I do like it a lot. It is super well made. It is really great. And I like it a lot. I just think I like Talk to Me just a hair more. And I said in the Talk to Me review, I want them to do something just a little more with I don't even have to be serious. It can still be a horror movie. Just a little more more fun, just a little more fun, because I know they're capable. Maybe, and also to be fair, they have so many YouTube videos where they are just doing fun, random gags and stuff, and I think they're trying to stretch their legs maybe to see if they could carry a movie that is more story driven. I think they are successfully to a great degree doing that. I'm also though like, you know, having to deal with dark things and then look at dark effed up stuff, and that's so cool. Like the dark effed up stuff is cool, and the effects are cool, and the lore is cool. But that also with all this sort of very sad, very traumatic, you know, just even more levity. Even if there was just a few more scenes of levity, that would be a little bit better. Like a few more. I'm not even saying comedy, just like real comfortable moments. Like you're kind of hitting the ground running with uncomfortable with Bring Her Back from beginning to end. And Talk to Me actually did have a couple scenes where you are seeing them just having fun and chilling out more, I guess. So yeah, I think that's probably it. Anyway, like, comment, subscribe. Goodbye. That's the Filippo brothers. I love them. I want to see what they're going to do next. So yeah, goodbye.